Well, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the garage. Time to put our first parts on the truck. And in today's installment of building a truck, we got to start with preventive maintenance. This truck has 148,000 miles on it, and plugs have been changed once, but now that we know we're keeping it for the long haul, we are going to do plugs, plug wires, and go ahead and change the coils. We haven't had any issues, but I don't want to be out there driving and start having issues. So while I got the time, we're going to do that. And as you can also tell from the title, we're putting a cold air intake on it. So what I want to do is on this video, I'll go over a parts list, kind of what we got, what we're doing. And then from there, I'll give you a brief overview on the truck. I'm not going to do a step-by-step on the tune-up because those videos are out there and they've been done. This is just kind of show you what I'm doing, what I got going on. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so for the actual tune-up part, there's not a whole lot of stuff you need. I've got just a various assortment of, wrenches, accessories, half-inch drive, extensions, that kind of thing. You will need a 5/8 inch socket for the plugs themselves. I got this one, it comes with a swivel attached. Got that off Amazon, I'll throw a link up there. Anti-seize, dielectric grease, you're gonna need that. Going to need some swivels. I don't have it sitting here because I already used it, but you will need an 8mm to remove the top of the coils. The coil packs, there's an 8mm that holds them down and electrical connection. I'll go into that. So as you can see, got MSD plugs, MSD coils. Just went ahead and went with the Motorcraft parts, plugs. And then I've got, a couple different gloves, rags. I've got Q-tips. That's how I'm going to install the dielectric grease on them. But that's it for the tune-up. Now let's go in the truck and I'll give you a brief overview of how that works. Alright, so like I said, I went ahead and I've already pulled the factory intake out because I'm replacing it, and it'll help you see better. But there it is. It's a Ford 6.2. Again, we're on the passenger side, so as you can see under here, you've got your coils there, 4 of them up top and 4 of them down low. 16 plugs. But like I said, I removed that intake so I have better access because I'm replacing it. Okay, step stool. Driver side, again, you see the coil there, the red tabs. We'll pull those, pull them out, plug wires that go down the bottom. Be a couple of tight spots, a couple of this, a couple of that. As I get here, I'll show you removing one of the coil packs, and I'll show you removing one of the plugs. But I mean, it's a tune-up, so it should go like tune-ups go, which means things will go as they're not expected to. So I'll give you all an update here in a minute. All right, so number one right here, gonna pull a little red tab out, then you push down, pulls right out. That is your 8mm. Put it on backwards.
Emotional, damn it!
8mm. I'm gonna go get my magnetic tray, so I'm really gonna try and do these one at a time. Go ahead and pull that off. Again, we're replacing plugs, so I'm not really worried about it, but still want to be gentle. Pops right out. Let's see. So there it is. Your coil is out. We'll get the plug out. That's gonna be hard one-handed.
That's what she said.
All right, I'll get that out and then show you later. All right, so for some of these straight plugs, they're just straight down. You don't have to use a swivel. I have multiple 5/8 inch spark plug sockets. Let me get that. Come on. And just like that, plug is out. You know, they don't look too bad for 75,000 miles, but we'll go ahead and get that replaced. We're literally going to do the exact process in reverse. We'll just add a little anti-seize, not a lot, a little dielectric grease down at the bottom, and we'll do that. Here we go. All right, I'll just show you all this real quick because it's too hard to do one-handed, but there's my replacement plug. I went with just Motorcraft. The big thing when you take these coils out and you're replacing it is they are passenger and driver side specific. So just make sure you pay attention to where your 8mm is, your plug wire, and your electrical connector. So that when you put the one in, you're putting it on the right side. And so I'll put a little bit of anti-seize on there. And if you look down in there, they actually have some dielectric grease from MSD in them. So that's one step that I don't have to do. But what I do have is 8 cylinders to go. So we'll catch her when she's done. Give you an update. Talk to you soon. All right, I do want to show you something here real quick that I'm looking at. I've got the plug in, but it looks like I have a little more room to work not having that coil in there. So I'm going to replace the plugs and then do the coils. So if you look at this in the MSD box, because I told you they go passenger side, driver side, these first 4 are going to be your driver side. These 4 are your passenger side looking in the box. So I can leave these off and know that I go these on the driver, those on the passenger, and that'll give myself a little more room. So on to it, we're getting in, making it happen. Helpful tip for you, I don't know how well I can show it, but all the way in the back, on the last cylinder down in there, the bolt that holds in the coil is tall. Let's see if I can get up there. So, look at that. And I'll point out it's tall. So therefore, the normal 8mm that I was using won't get it off. But luckily I have a deep 5/16 to get it off. And I bought a cheap pry tool set because I have to remove some clips and stuff later. So there's one little special tool nobody tells you about that you're going to need back there in the back. So just keeping you updated. So I just got off the phone and all in fails calls MSD. I was going to use these plug wires. They are 31639 because they fit 2011 through 2016. And I was like, well, surely they didn't change the spark plugs. It's the same engine. But Ford did, in fact, for some reason, change the part number on the plug. So
you just got jammed.
So to be safe, we're going to keep the plug wires. They're in good shape. I will replace them with Fords, but we do have 4 coil packs in, 4 plugs in, and I got the first one done because I was checking. I was about to put the plug wires in. So that's the update on that. Driver's side top's done. To the bottom, move on over. It's been about what you'd expect so far. Little things here and there, but pretty straightforward. Keep you updated. And just like that, it's done. So got all the coils, plugs done on the driver's side. See on the passenger side. Well, 4 coils. You can see right there that, matter of fact, you see a little cap goes in. I'll put that cap on there. So it is a deep well 8 or 5/16 on both sides, but the top is easier on the passenger side, the side is easier on the driver's side. It was an experience. So all right, let's go ahead and head back in the garage and we'll debrief the whole thing. That's done, and that's the reason I hate preventive maintenance, because there's no big payoff. You take stock parts off, you may put an upgraded part on there, but if you do the job right, the truck runs like it was supposed to do before you took the parts off. But with the money we're going to put into this truck and the things we got planned, you might as well do it right and get it done. So that part is done. I'm actually going to do the air intake as a second part. I think this is kind of, I like the way this went and the flow, and I'm still learning how to do these videos because normally I just do trucking vlogs. So I'm excited. Truck runs, waiting on UPS to deliver the air intake. So I'm going to do a couple other things, and then more videos coming. So this is the first one. I appreciate it. This one's kind of boring, but they got to do the small stuff to get to the big stuff. So y'all take care. God bless, and let's get rolling.